Have you noticed lately that your legs feel a bit heavier than they used to, like you are walking through shallow water every time you head to the grocery store? Maybe you have found yourself pausing halfway up the stairs, not because you are out of breath, but because your muscles just feel sluggish and tired. We often tell ourselves it is just part of the process of blowing out more candles every year, but what if I told you that the real culprit isn't your age at all? There is a silent traveler in your blood vessels right now, and if it is too thick or too plentiful, it acts like a slow-moving traffic jam in your arteries. This isn't just about a number on a lab report from your doctor. It is about why you feel fatigued, why your joints might ache, and why that spark of energy seems harder to find. Today, we are going to talk about a specific type of cholesterol called LDL, and more importantly, we are going to uncover 5 natural ways to ease it back into a healthy range without those frustrating side effects that often come with a prescription bottle. I know how it feels when you go to the clinic and hear terms like high lipids or cardiovascular risk. It can feel like a dark cloud hanging over your head, making you worry about your future independence. Perhaps you have even tried the standard medications and found they made your muscles ache or left you feeling a bit foggy in the head. You are not alone in that struggle, and the good news is that your body is incredibly resilient. It is never too late to make a change, and growing older does not mean you have to accept a decline in your quality of life. Sometimes the smartest strategies are the simplest ones, the ones that work with your body's natural chemistry rather than against it. In this video, we are going to explore how to turn things around using 5 gentle but powerful shifts that can help clear the rust from your pipes and get you back to feeling like yourself again. Before we dive into our first strategy, I want to take a quick second to welcome you to our community. If you are someone who believes that our golden years should be spent moving freely and staying sharp, then I would love for you to join us. Consider subscribing and hitting that little notification bell so you never miss these insights that often get rushed over in a busy doctor's office. Also, I am always so inspired to see how far our community reaches. Are you joining us today from a quiet town in the UK, a bustling city in the US, the beautiful landscapes of Canada, or somewhere else entirely? Please drop a comment below and let me know where you are watching from. It reminds us all that we are walking this path toward better health together. Now, let's talk about our very first way to naturally lower that LDL cholesterol, and it starts right at your breakfast table. You might think of oatmeal as just a humble or even boring breakfast choice, but I want you to start looking at it as a powerful cholesterol vacuum. You see, LDL cholesterol is often called the bad kind because it likes to drop off its cargo and leave it stuck to the walls of your arteries. Imagine a delivery truck that just dumps boxes in the middle of the street instead of taking them to the warehouse. Soluble fiber, which is found in abundance in oats and beans, acts like a giant soft sponge. When you eat these foods, the fiber turns into a kind of gel in your digestive system, and it literally grabs onto that excess cholesterol and carries it out of the body before it ever has a chance to enter your bloodstream. Think about the last time you saw a professional cleaning crew at work. They don't just move the dirt around, they actually pick it up and remove it from the building. That is exactly what a bowl of steel-cut oats or a serving of black beans does for your heart. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that even a small daily increase in soluble fiber can lead to a significant drop in LDL levels within just a few weeks. It is a simple change, but the impact on how light and energetic you feel can be massive. If you find oatmeal a bit plain, try adding a handful of blueberries or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Not only does it taste better, but those berries add even more antioxidants to protect your blood vessels. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just start by giving your body this natural cleaning tool a few times a week, and you will be amazed at how much clearer your internal pipes can become. Moving on to our second strategy, we need to address a common myth that has scared a lot of us for years. For a long time, we were told to avoid all fats if we wanted a healthy heart, but that is like saying you should never put oil in your car because you are afraid of a leak. Your body actually needs high-quality fats to scrub the bad cholesterol away. Think of healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil and avocados as the premium lubricant for your cardiovascular system. These are known as monounsaturated fats, and they do something incredible. They help lower the bad LDL while actually protecting your good HDL cholesterol, which is the cleaning crew that picks up the trash and takes it back to the liver. Imagine your arteries are like a slide at a playground. If the slide is rusty and sticky, everything gets caught. But if you polish that slide with a bit of healthy oil, everything zips right through. Many of our friends in the Mediterranean have known this for centuries, which is why they have some of the lowest rates of heart issues in the world, even as they age into their 90s. Picture drizzling a bit of golden olive oil over your vegetables or adding a few slices of creamy avocado to your lunch. You aren't just adding flavor, you are providing the chemistry your liver needs to balance your blood fats. One simple tip is to replace the butter or the processed vegetable oils in your pantry with a high-quality olive oil. Your joints might even start to feel a bit more lubricated and less stiff because these healthy fats are naturally anti-inflammatory. It is about using smarter strategies to feed your heart what it truly craves. Now, if you have found these first 2 tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more seniors who might be feeling discouraged by their health reports. We are halfway through our list, and this next one is something you can do right now without spending a single penny. Our third natural way to lower cholesterol is simply to get your blood pumping through purposeful movement. I am not talking about running a marathon or lifting heavy weights at a gym that smells like old socks. I am talking about the power of a brisk daily walk. When you move your body, you are essentially turning on a pump that helps circulate the HDL cholesterol, those little recycling trucks we talked about. Think of your body like a garden hose. If the water stays still for too long, things start to grow inside and it gets clogged. But when you turn the faucet on and let the water flow, it flushes the system out. Exercise triggers an enzyme that helps move LDL from the blood to the liver, where it can be converted into bile for digestion or excreted. This means the bad stuff is spent or moved out rather than sitting around and hardening in your arteries. I know that some days your knees might ache or your back might feel stiff, and it is tempting to just stay in the armchair. But remember that motion is lotion. Even 10 minutes of walking after dinner can make a difference. Imagine the feeling of the fresh air on your face and the gentle rhythm of your feet hitting the pavement. You are not just walking to the end of the block, you are walking toward a future where you remain mobile and independent. If you can't walk easily, try some seated leg lifts or some gentle stretching while you listen to your favorite music. The goal is to keep the flow moving so the traffic jam in your blood doesn't have a chance to settle. Let's move on to number 4, which is a secret weapon found in the plant world called phytosterols. Now that sounds like a big scientific word, but you can think of them simply as cholesterol's twin. Phytosterols are found in things like walnuts, almonds, and sunflower seeds. Because they look so much like cholesterol to your body, they actually compete for space. When you eat a handful of walnuts, the phytosterols rush to the absorption sites in your gut and take up all the seats on the bus. When the actual cholesterol shows up, it finds there is no room left to board, so it simply passes through your system. It is a brilliant bit of biological trickery. A study from Harvard researchers found that people who regularly included a small serving of nuts in their diet had much healthier lipid profiles than those who didn't. Picture a tiny shield protecting your digestive tract and preventing the bad stuff from getting into your blood. You don't need to eat a whole jar, just a small handful of raw, unsalted nuts as a snack can do the trick. Many people tell me they feel a bit more satisfied and have fewer sugar cravings when they eat these healthy snacks, which is a wonderful bonus. If you have trouble chewing harder nuts, try a bit of natural almond butter on a slice of whole grain toast. It is about giving your body the right tools to block the bad actors before they can cause trouble. Before we reach our final and perhaps most overlooked point, I want to remind you that you are doing a great job just by being here and learning this. It can be overwhelming to think about all the things we should or shouldn't do, but every small choice adds up. If you are finding this information useful and haven't subscribed yet, please do so now. We have so much more to share about staying strong and vibrant as we age, and I don't want you to miss out on any of it. Finally, our fifth way to naturally lower LDL is to manage the hidden engine of cholesterol production, which is stress and sleep. This might surprise you because we usually think of cholesterol as something we only get from food. But did you know that your liver actually produces most of the cholesterol in your body? When we are chronically stressed or when we aren't getting deep restorative sleep, our bodies produce a hormone called cortisol. High levels of cortisol signal the liver to pump out more sugar and more fat into the blood for energy. It is part of the old fight or flight response, but in our modern world, it just results in higher LDL levels and more inflammation. Think of your liver like a factory. When everything is calm and the workers are well rested, the factory runs efficiently and only produces what is needed. But when the alarm bells are constantly ringing, the factory goes into overdrive and starts making way too much product that just piles up in the warehouse. Taking time for a bit of deep breathing or making sure your bedroom is a cool, dark sanctuary for sleep isn't just a luxury, it is a medical necessity for your heart. Imagine ending your day with a warm cup of herbal tea and letting the worries of the world melt away. You are telling your liver that the emergency is over and it can stop overproducing those fats. It is a gentle way to heal from the inside out, and you might find that your blood pressure improves along with your cholesterol. We have covered a lot today, from the scrubbing power of oatmeal to the slippery benefits of olive oil, the circulation of a good walk, the blocking power of nuts, and the calming effect of rest. To wrap it all up, simply try to think about adding more of the good things rather than just focusing on what you have to take away. Give your body the fiber it needs, the movement it craves, and the rest it deserves. It is all about balance and being kind to yourself as you navigate these changes. Your body wants to be healthy, it wants to be strong, and it is constantly working to repair itself. All we are doing is giving it the right environment to do its job. I know that managing your health as you get older can feel like a full-time job and sometimes a scary one. You might worry about losing your ability to drive or play with your grandkids or simply enjoy a long walk in the park. But I want you to hear this clearly. It is not too late and you are not powerless. Every time you choose a healthy fat over a processed one or take a few extra steps in the afternoon, you are casting a vote for your future freedom. You are using smarter strategies to outwit the challenges of aging. You are a person with a lifetime of wisdom, and that wisdom is your greatest tool in taking charge of your well-being. One meal at a time, one walk at a time, you are building a stronger, more vibrant version of yourself. I would love to hear from you now. Which of these 5 tips felt the most doable for you today? Was it the idea of adding some walnuts to your day, or perhaps the thought of a peaceful walk? Or maybe you have a question about something we discussed. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I read through them, and our whole community benefits when we share our experiences. Also, if you are still with me and you are committed to taking at least one small step for your heart health today, type A1 in the comments. If you are feeling a bit skeptical or have had a different experience, feel free to type a 0. I value all your feedback because it helps me make better videos for you. If this video helped you feel a little more empowered, please give it a like and share it with a friend who might need some encouragement. Your health and your independence are worth fighting for, and I am so honored to be a small part of your journey. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember that every small step counts toward a long and healthy life.